And we're back for Season 3, Episode 2. Still hard to believe that. But, yeah, we're back a little bit sooner, hopefully, than the last episode, right, Caleb?
Kind of sneaks up on you how quick we're here.
We
kind of like your girlfriend in the middle of the night.
Our editing crew,
Sneaking
took so long with the last one.
Yeah, what was up with
the
that?
production team? I don't know. They're slacking. So we're going to get you a quick episode here. This should be out, within the next day or two after you heard the other one. So
all's good in theory.
Yeah. Well, we'll get that up hopefully pretty quick. But as always, here's my co-host. I don't have a good thing for today. Maybe, the Robin to my Batman. We'll go with that. Caleb, how are we doing
The Batman
today?
to your Robin. Without me, this show would be dead.
Absolutely not.
Calling Ace and Ace. What, are you going to put Sheriff on here?
Oh, yeah. Stalk with Sheriff.
No.
So
PSA to anyone in the league.
is Sam going to get his own podcast? Can we mention Sam here in the first 2 minutes so we don't get
Facebook messages?
He's a first or second round talent, okay?
Somebody take him.
So anyway, so here's the agenda for today. We're going to be doing I did a little poll, and Caleb kind of came up with the idea, so we're going to stick with it for this one. We're going to do 5 bold predictions. So Caleb and I both have 5 predictions for the year. Hopefully they're a little
bold.
bit yeah. Hopefully
these are bold.
They stir up the
highlighted
pot.
in bold.
Yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a few of them. We're going to do half of them, and then we'll talk about this. First, we want to talk about some dates. I'll start off with April 20th is our next upcoming event. The bowling event for us. That registration's out right now. Also, if you've not signed up for the season
There's about
yet,
8 different places where it is. So
Yeah.
don't tell me that you don't know where it's at.
Yeah, so we've got it on the Facebook page, on Twitter, in our groups. So you should be it should be out there. If obviously if you can't find it somehow, some way, reach out to your favorite Leroy players and figure it out.
I'll say this. If you want a surefire way of knowing that you're going to be drafted, you better come to the bowling event. Because if you come and a team drafts you, an owner gets +1 at +$1 added to their salary cap.
And that's a big thing.
It's a really big deal. So if you want to kind of ensure yourself that you're going to get drafted onto a team, I would come out.
Yeah. So it's $20 a person, and you're going to Venmo that money to me or Caleb. Caleb or I should say, and then, or you could pay right there. We don't want to have one of these things where we're not paying. So make sure you got the money all set up. It should be another great time. Hopefully everyone's back for Easter then, and back in town and take a break or come with your family. So I think we've got about 25 people signed up or so, roughly.
Yeah, which sounds about right for being about 2 weeks out.
So hopefully we can get a few more people. We've been 40 the last couple times. So, and then
I'm sure the entire Kalma clan will come again this year. There are about 8 of them there.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Always.
And they clean up the raffles, too.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even get me started on that.
Man. But the second date, I know I was kind of going to switch off here, but I would kind of want to talk about this because this is my
Go ahead.
working on this. We got the Indiana Wiffle Classic. I just put out a tweet on that one. The save the date for May 18th is going to be our tournament. So be on the lookout for some registrations. We're holding it off kind of till some of these other registrations go through. So
register for
don't want to have
things.
Yeah. So but you'll be seeing that. I'll put some more information out though. So you can be ready as soon as it comes out to sign up and get all that done. And then we have one more date on the calendar.
Well, before that, it's
yeah.
going to be $10 a person, and it's the same format. So if you're thinking about signing up with it, if you're non-Leroy, if you're Leroy, you'll get paired with whoever signs up according to salary.
Yep.
So
and that'll be probably based on last year still, because this will only be 2 weeks in the season.
But if you aren't for Leroy, you're signing up with a partner. So find your partner and make sure that you get on the same page. And if you're going to sign up, actually come.
Yes,
I'm not dealing with 7 pairs backing out like we did last year.
Yeah,
so,
and that's the hope, is releasing this kind of a little bit sooner for us will get us, some more commitment and not having people kind of back out like we did last year. We'd love to see a greater turnout, like Tyler Walk said on Twitter. Hopefully the monsoons.
Hey, it added character.
It did. Everyone gritted through that. Yeah. So that should be a good time.
And then the last event, the August 10, is going to be the golf outing. Don't know if we're going back to Summer Tree. We'll have to see.
We'll see if they let us.
We'll
back.
see. I mean,
maybe a few less naked people could help that case, but
yeah. Can we just stay out of the lakes this year? For crying out loud, we have swimming pools for a reason. We don't need to go into the lake.
Yeah. And we'll talk more about all that stuff as it
or
comes
running
up,
golf carts into trees unnecessarily.
Oh, yeah.
What a day that was.
So
yeah, August 10, be best ball twosomes again. Sign up. We'll get that out. That's going to come a little bit later, but mark it on the calendar.
Get those dates ready. We're going to be mentioning those on a lot of our shows coming up. But I also want to talk to you, get your thoughts about GBL. GBL's starting up soon.
Oh.
We had our draft.
Oh, yeah. What team am I on again?
Yeah, okay.
Kidding.
The Wiffle Rippers.
The Wiffle Rippers with Kyle Gagliardi,
and then
president of OTSN.
Yeah, nice guy. And also I drafted Jared and Andrew Feldy. So Norwell's looking pretty good. And Hal. Big Hal. Maybe show up for about a good 6 games. Maybe get him for the playoffs, you know?
You never know.
So
Hal Litzer.
Yeah, so that's starting up. Good for them. Because that last show we talked about maybe doing the draft. But obviously that kind of,
fell through.
I think it worked out well for them. They had it at Bridges, and
yeah,
it was a pretty good event. So want to shout out to them. If you're interested in GBL, please reach out to, any of the people that you might have heard about. Jeremy Radjack, Tyler Walk, Kyle Gagliardi, me, Caleb.
Ryan Bogus.
Yeah. All those people will get you hooked up and can get you on a team. We're looking for some more players.
And stop sleeping on the Rippers.
I don't think anyone's sleeping on them.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Check the Indoor Kites Twitter today.
Oh, no, I didn't.
At the Indoor Kites.
At Indoor Kites.
Don't start sleeping. That's the worst possible thing you can do.
Don't be sleeping.
Don't let it be a 2018 Liners situation. Don't sleep on me.
Oh, boy. So
that's all I'm going to say. Stay woke, GBL. Stay woke.
All right. So, Caleb, why don't you start us off with the main portion of the show today?
Yeah. So, I just thought about, it was like, okay, we always either, we'll do 80 mock drafts at the end of this year when we get through podcasts.
True.
And we'll always do hot or not.
Mid-season mock draft.
Who's going to make the playoffs? We always just make, stuff where we're basing it off of what we're seeing. But I wanted to do something fun. So Greg and I have each come up with five topics that.
And they're actually written down for me today. How proud are you?
There's a first time for everything, and thank God you're learning. Greg loves to come into podcasts with no material written down. He loves to just wing it, and it. Yeah,
I know the stuff. It's just then I forget it. Then I forget it. That's how it goes.
Yes. So these predictions, there may be shreds of truth to them. Maybe some more than others.
That's why they're bold.
But you guys asked for controversy. You want us to debate hot topics, and that's what we're going to do today. So 5 bold predictions, 1 from each of us. We'll alternate every other. We'll talk about it, then we'll move on. We're going to do 5. We'll break. We'll get to the other side. We'll open up the question bag, and we'll be done. Okay? So, first prediction.
Let's hear it. I'm ready.
Greg, tell me your thoughts. A rookie owner will be in the championship game this year.
So, that's going to be who? Quinn?
That would either be Quinn with the
Jackson,
Vultures,
Tucker
with the Barnstormers, or Buzz and the Crocs.
I don't think that's that bold of a statement.
Interesting.
You got to look at where those teams are.
Yeah.
Jackson has the first pick. Tuck has the second pick.
See, that's why I think it's bold, though.
Yeah. Because, usually the first pick doesn't always necessarily mean that you're going to be that great.
You look at owners' salaries. The reason why I said it, Jim has the 5th highest owner's salary. Jackson has the 2nd, and they're the 1 and 2. So that means that they're going to be waiting.
Not a lot of draft capital, yeah.
No, they're going to be waiting a long time to be able to pick. pick. Now, granted, I think both of those guys have the talent. I mean, Jim will have more availability to be able to sign somebody than Jackson. Both of them have the talent, which is why I have it as a bold prediction that one of those rookie owners will make it. I'm very interested to see how Quinn drafts, though.
Yeah, Quinn's going to be definitely I think he has potential. Like, I think he's shown signs of being able to pitch well.
We know he lives. That we figured out today.
Yes.
So that's a step in the right direction.
Night, yeah.
He actually exists. So
yeah,
that's a good thing.
I think it's it's kind of like Groundhog Day. People are coming up for the
out of the woodwork
season and
just poking their head and checking out the scene.
He's a teacher. The struggle is real, especially right now. Breaking up another fight for Mr. G today.
Oh jeez.
So
I mean, do you think a rookie owner makes it to the ship?
Yeah, like I said, I don't think that's that crazy bold of it, but it is a bold prediction. It is. But I think it could happen. I'm not going to doubt you on that one. So I'm going to try. I'm trying my best, but that one just doesn't seem as much of a stretch for me. But we'll see if mine.
Fine. Put you on the spot.
So
out of those three, what owner would it be if you had to pick?
I'm going to guess Jackson's team, the Crocs.
Interesting.
So
okay.
Are we ready for mine?
Yeah, number 2.
John Gibson will not be drafted until the 3rd round or later.
Oh, that's a bold prediction. Wow. Okay, rationale.
So my thought is, I think kind of people have seen his attendance and kind of how he works, and I think this is going to be the year that owners are kind of, especially with the salary hits and stuff, and knowing how big of a deal that is.
Having people show up, yeah.
I think that's what's going to keep it from happening. And I could see eventually somebody saying, you know what, this is a good value for me. I have a little bit of time left over. Or we are going to do a 4th and 5th round for Kermit players.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a great potential for him to be drafted there.
Right.
I don't think he's going to be a 1st round like every year he's been. So
interesting.
It depends, unless he signs up, says he's going to play 20, and then, But
yeah, I mean, I've always said this. John's somebody that you have to know how to manage, right? Like, he's not, if you aren't firm with him, if you don't, tell him what you need and communicate with him, he'll be making other plans, that's for sure. So, I don't know. That's the thing. His talent is stupid good.
Off the chart, yeah.
But right, with the salary, I could see that being, I don't know. I'm very interested to see how that plays out. I mean, you look at this draft board, you're not going to touch him.
No.
Kevin, that's where at 9, the only
it's a
spot.
Possibility.
No, because Jordan won't let it happen again. He ain't going to get screwed again.
Exactly.
I think it's either going to be, if I had to put it on 2 people, it would be Quinn or Kevin. If Grant picks him, he won't come.
No, absolutely not. We've figured this out multiple times, so that's not going to be a thing. But
so those would be the only 2 spots in the 1st round that I would say.
But could you see that though? I mean, him trying to drop in.
What now?
I could see him dropping. Could you?
I don't know. He's too good, but if he's not going to show. But you even make the argument for Sitter or Jeremiah.
Oh, yeah.
In the same aspect.
Well, and that's kind of, I mean, everyone kind of knows that, so I don't think they're really, I didn't think that was that bold. So I think John, though, a guy that we know has inconsistencies with showing up
right
in the 3rd round. So that's my first one. So
okay.
Starting out light,
That is a light take. Number 2. We will see more participation from outside leagues at the Indiana Wiffle Classic than we will see from Leroy itself.
That's bold. That is bold. It wasn't too far off from last year's thing. I hope that you're wrong.
Oh, I hope I'm wrong too, but
Yes.
I've kind of given up hope.
Well, you know what though? Well, I hope you're right in a sense of then we have 15 teams.
Yeah.
Then it's okay, whatever.
Right.
Sure. Let's just let it happen. But
right.
I mean, a lot of people came through when those teams dropped out. Shout out to, Bob, Levi,
Bailey
Reed, Mookie, all those guys that showed up at the last
Mookie,
minute.
no problems.
So
Mookie, Mo problems.
So yeah, it was a fun time last year. So yeah, but I mean,
I'm just tired of it feeling like every time we want to do something fun for the league, we have to pull teeth to get people to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like. So at times.
That is bold.
So and the thing is, all these talking to the GBL guys, shoot, I DM the Indy Southside guys. They're about to book a hotel tomorrow.
There we go.
Have 8 guys there from Indy Southside coming.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm texting and getting these out in 2 days, and I don't know.
Do you think that might be, though, that people play every week in our league and they already know our style and stuff, and they're not so much tournament players?
Yeah.
As compared
but
to
I don't even think that's it, because all these other guys play every week. I think a cash prize is a pretty good incentivizer.
Oh, yeah.
Which
we're going to try and sweeten that pot with some league fees and stuff this year, and
yes,
hopefully get it a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So that way,
it incentivizes people to want to come out and
more
play.
people that come, the
Yeah.
bigger the pot.
Yeah. You come, you get more people out, the better your chance of winning
and you
more
have
money.
a good chance, because even if you're a bad player like me last year, you get paired with somebody pretty good.
Right.
I got Vince Carullo,
Yep.
who, did very well during the tournament.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's not the case. I just think that there's enough teams that are interested in Leroy, want to see what it's about.
That is bold.
And that I think would come out and play.
See, I think that one was better bold than
the first one. We'll progressively go up.
Hopefully.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping to do. That's
you start out soft and then get hard.
Trying.
Okay.
This one's I think you're gonna really look at me crazy on this one. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
Hilligans. Jason Hilligans will be a $35 plus salary.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Why?
So I think from his potential he showed in the playoffs last year, when he is on a team that he can, get behind, I think just the experiment with you didn't go as hot, but I think if he's on a team that he, is all in on, I think he has good potential. And he was a rookie last year and learning how to play Leroy.
Yep.
And that's just the thing. I think he has the potential to do it. Me saying Jack's going to be a $35 player ain't the prediction, but Jason Hilligans, though, that's kind of my thought. So
I think he has the pitching ability.
Yeah.
He's thrown strikes. He's thrown a lot of strikes, but can he hit at the $35 level?
He hit a few home runs in the playoffs, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And so
I don't know. I just look at equivalent $35 players. I look at a John Enningenberg. I look at Jack Hilligan sitting at $36. I mean, does he have that? I don't know. I mean, listen,
Jack was very off last year.
Yeah.
And so for me, I think Jack's going to be at 40 again. That's and I don't think that's a bold prediction, because he was at 46, 47 the previous year.
I mean, I'm not going to be one to ever say anything's not possible, because James Hayworth is $28 and Justin Decking is $27.
You betcha.
So I'm not going to say that anything is impossible, but I think that is a aggressively bold prediction right there.
That's the point. So I'm glad I could do that for you.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to have Caleb do his third one, then we're going to take a break after this.
Okay. I think this is a very
bold
prediction.
I'm ready.
Only 4 out of the top 10 salary players available will be drafted in the first round.
4 out of the top 10
so
salaried players.
Let me read off the top 10.
Go for it.
Vince Carullo, Wes Ellis, Garrett Lytle, John Gibson, Alec Gerlach, Robbie Zanstra, Chris Bartley, Colin Lautenbach, Austin Williams, and Marty Rosala. I say 4 out of those 10 are getting taken in the first round. They are Garrett, Alec, Robbie, and Marty.
Okay.
No, I lied. Garrett, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Garrett,
Okay.
Alec, Robbie, Colin, and Marty.
It would have been more bold if you would have kept it at 4.
Yeah.
Because, then
I think Robbie will get taken. But
well, I'm more so. I think if anyone out of those players, it's probably gonna be like Lautenbach, Colin. But I think Brett is a innate creature of habit, so I'm thinking that that's the thing. But that's gonna be the move for him. But
if Colin's there, Brett's taking Colin.
oh yeah, so. But yeah, but we talked about this in my prediction with John, right? Like, people don't know what Vince is going to be with the salary.
Right.
Wes, if you don't know, then please draft him. So, yeah. And all these, Chris Bartley not going to play too much. Austin Williams, who knows? You might get 4 games out of him. So.
Go Dusters.
Yeah, so. But yeah, I think that's still a good prediction. That is bold, though, to think that the top 10, there's only going to be half
that are going
with
to be
11 teams on the board.
12.
Oh, yeah. Why do I keep thinking? Oh, I was thinking 11 from last year. Yeah, so 12 teams. And all 12 of those teams are going to pass on 5 of them.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And I think that's just the thing of Leroy, too, is the salary cap and how it is so,
crucial.
Rigid and
crucial. You have to
games are going to be a big thing, especially at the beginning of the year. So.
Well, and I'm interested to see how that plays into who shows up on draft day.
Oh, yeah.
Because you may see people's draft boards get switched around depending on who trickles in.
Yeah.
So.
Especially if it's just like a third-round player that's there.
Yeah.
And you can get an extra $1 for that third-round player.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
That somebody you're probably not, like, that could be on your roster or off your roster.
Right.
But if you think they have good value, but they're there.
Yeah.
Man, that's
scooped up.
That's big.
Scoopies.
Because, what are you going to, like, a difference between, like, a Micah Hescott and a Rob Warren, right? If Rob's there, probably going to take him.
Yeah.
Even though Mike is cheaper.
Absolutely.
But,
right.
So.
That is what it is.
So, that's going to do it for the first 5. I'll come back with my third one on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see you in a few. So, we're on the other side. Last half of the show. Home stretch. Bold prediction. Number 3. I think you're going to like this one. It kind of goes back to one of your other predictions. A Detmar will not be in the championship game this year.
Right. No, I agree with that because I'll be in the championship game.
No, here
so
we
by
go.
process of elimination, a Detmar won't be. No, I agree. I agree.
But I think that's bold though, because if you look last 4 seasons, 3 seasons?
Yeah.
3 seasons, right? There's been one in the championship.
Well, then that would
the
just be the
Corn
same
Bombers
thing.
The last 2 years.
You would say you're saying both Detmars won't be in the championship?
No, wait. So they won back-to-back years.
Yep. And then
until you won
Eric
last
right.
year. Yeah. So Eric was in it last year.
Right.
They were both in it the year before. And so
you're saying one of them won't be in because that would just be what it's been before. You're saying both of them won't be in the championship.
I'm saying a Detmar, either Eric or Brett, will not be in the championship game because the last 3 years there has been a Detmar. So in the semifinals, okay. So last year was Eric, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the 2 years before that, obviously they were on the same team and they were in the championship game.
Right.
So I'm saying that now that they're split, one of them will not make it.
I don't think that's bold at all.
But over the last 3 years, you've had Detmars in the championship. Even when we thought the Sluggers were not going to be that, amazing, especially.
So the bold prediction is that a Detmar will be in the championship or a Detmar won't be in the championship. You're not making any sense.
Yeah. I will read for you what I put. A Detmar.
Okay.
Brett or Eric. One of them will not make the championship.
That's not bold to me.
Sorry, both of them will not make the championship game.
So both of them is what you're saying will not make the
Lord.
championship. That's bold. That's bold. That's really bold.
Okay,
I think
sorry.
one of them will
We
be
spent
in.
like 3 minutes contemplating that.
I think one of them will be in the championship.
Okay.
Saying,
so there we go.
saying both of them won't be, that is bold. Although I could see it. Could be a Sheriff Caleb reunion in which I'd keep the ship in Highland. I still have
How
to get
about
the
a
plaque redone.
Tucker, a Barnstormer Croc matchup?
No. Won't be
You
happening.
never know.
I'd love to see the narwhals in the ship.
It'll happen.
Oh, interesting.
We've got some big plans for
You
that.
planning on
10th
signing
pick.
Mike Trout?
Yep.
Get
I've got the
Mookie-
juice.
Mookie
Okay,
Betts?
I'm gonna win the lottery, and I'm gonna pay him more than the
Ooh.
Angels are paying him.
Interesting. Just to come out and play some Leroy Whiff.
Yes.
That's assuming he can throw a wiffle ball.
Oh, he can. He can do it all.
That could be a whole nother topic. What MLB players could not translate.
That's a show.
That is a whole show.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. Mark it.
All right. Max Scherzer would not be a good wiffle ball pitcher. That's just me. Okay. Fourth bold point. Oh, this is going to ruffle some feathers. Going Corn will be the only podcast that produces any episode this season for Leroy.
Wow, that is such a bold prediction because you know what? It was almost true last year. So, how many firesides were put out last year? 1?
Maybe.
Oh, you know which one it was?
What one?
It was recorded in Indianapolis.
Oh,
Yeah, a joint venture.
a joint venture. Wait, that was a Strike Zone episode, wasn't it?
I think technically we said it was.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think it was a Going Corn. I don't know. It was one, but whatever.
So we should take down the fake media we have on the website that we have 3 viable podcasts.
I think the fire's dead too.
The fire's
fire's been out.
the fireside. There are no more chats happening around
Nobody
the fire.
started the fire.
No one did. I don't get the Strike Zone one. They live together, for crying out loud. But
all that partying, what in video games, what time is there to do podcasts?
yeah, I guess that's true. There's one.
We love
I
you
will
guys,
say
by
this.
the
So, Leroy community, please get on them. There is a podcast waiting in escrow in a file buried deep in the depths of the
no.
Leroy Wiffle Ball Google Drive. So, if you're ever interested to hear a podcast from about last October, feel free to reach out to either Detmar. There is one waiting. That I can promise you.
And there's also a fireside chat in there.
Is
too.
there really?
Yes, there
oh,
is.
no.
With a certain J last name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Anyway. Oh. That's not bold at all. That's
No.
ridiculous.
No. Okay.
Ruffle some feathers, sure.
You're number 4.
Prove us wrong. Number 4, Joffrey, as we call him, will be a top 10 pitcher. That's not a huge stretch. I think he was 18th last year, but
And that
still,
list doesn't include owners. Yeah, I think that's a very bold prediction.
he was 18th last year. Yep. So I'm saying he moves top 10.
Okay, so you're going to have me, Garrett, Eric, and Brett. There's 4. Marty will be there. That's 5. Robbie will be there. That's
Wait.
6.
Oh, this is without owners.
Yeah.
I'm still sticking by it, even though I just completely
Ignored owners. Wow.
ignored owners.
That's incredible. Sam will be in there. Vince will be in there if he plays. I mean, no West plays into that. Kyle Schaff will be up there, Jack. 12? Maybe?
Top 10. So 12. Yeah, that's not that. So that's not a far stretch from what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's bold, right? See, this was trying to be the progression.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that's bold.
So
There's just a lot of good names.
I know.
He would have to throw a lot more strikes.
Yes. Obviously.
He has the stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's just the strike throwing. He's got to be throwing more strikes.
I kind of tried to pick some people that, I mean, obviously we talk about the same people all the time, the top players, but
Right.
I think that's one player that kind of came on last year, especially towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can pick it up and, be a good performer. So
Well, he got cursed with being led by Tim Wiltshire in the playoffs.
the fielding, I'm sure, didn't help that pitching rank.
Oh, no.
Hashtag Ryan Vogus.
Yeah,
Ask Ryan Vogus.
Oh,
about
no.
that.
Oh, no. Goodness.
Just ask him about the fielding on the Truckers, and he'll tell you his thoughts.
Gags
So
and
number
right.
5, last ones.
This is my boldest one.
Good.
Marty Rosala and Colin Lautenbach both make their first All-Leroy team.
All Leroy is top 5 players?
Ranking and skill combined.
I definitely am a big Marty guy. So I think that's Colin. Yeah, that's a big.
Colin, in his last
even
4
those
games.
leaps. Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, if you're talking about who they have to leap to do that, Eric, Brett, you, Sheriff. Like.
Yeah, but here's if Sheriff pitches like he pitched last year,
Oh yeah,
he'll get passed up.
Tough. He was tough.
He'll get passed up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I
he
mean,
needs to throw.
To be honest, this is my All Leroy team as it stands right now. And this is the bold prediction, so I'm saying this is a possibility. This is not
Okay.
what I have penciled in. Me, Brett, Eric. I think Sheriff comes back and pitches better. And I have Alec.
Okay. So, and then the bold prediction is that those two.
If Alec and Jared don't pitch, well, if Jared doesn't pitch and Alec doesn't hit,
Yeah.
I say
Yeah.
Marty Collin
can slide in there. But you got.
or Garrett.
Yeah, we got.
Garrett could be in there too.
Garrett's.
So
really
I think it's
up there.
I do think me, Brett, and Eric are set. I think there are 4 guys going for 2 spots, or 5 guys.
Who knows
going
how
for
many
2
beers
spots.
Brett has consumed this year, though?
Yeah, but
We'll
for
see.
some reason the league still can't figure out that the ball goes down and then it comes back up. It's a riser.
Okay, a lot of people can't figure that out.
Outside of Will's 8th man.
Well,
He
wasn't-
figured that out.
we figured that out. He was just.
His was a look what I found moment.
Let's not talk about that. Hashtag comeback season for the GBL Padres.
You
So-
betcha. The GBL Phillies.
All right. My 5th one.
The GBL Phillies.
My 5th one I don't think is as bold as some of my other ones, but the Indiana Wiffle Classic will have 12 teams this year.
Yeah, no. If we don't, we may not do it again in 2020. That's all I'm going to say.
So sign up. That one was a little bit of a selfish plug, But I think it's time to open up. Any thoughts, comments on that besides what you said? No? All right. So since Caleb's he's opening up that bag. It's
Opening
time for
up
our
the
favorite
question
segment.
bag.
Question bags. Any questions for Going Corn tonight? Sam Staal, yes. Okay. Thoughts on that? Okay, good. Already answered that. Is Tim the 5th overall pick?
No.
The Scrappin' Turtles.
No. Tim will not be a turtle.
I don't know. Will the Sliders top the Badgers this year?
Yes.
I'm going to say hard maybe. I know I'm in the middle on that, but
I think the Sliders finally pull it off in
they
the playoffs.
finally do it. Do they face them in the first round of the playoffs and win? Is that going to be the first time they get out of the first round playoffs?
That should have been a bold thing. I said the Sliders are going to win a playoff series this year.
They did win. They won one series
Okay, that doesn't
when
count.
they had Jansma
Doesn't count. Okay,
and no Sheriff.
next one.
Why am I reading all these off? Because you're selfishly texting and not doing anything?
Yes,
Anyway,
that is correct.
over under 3, how many benches will Greg flip? Under.
Over.
Absolutely not. I
'Cause
flipped
you're
one
going to make the
last year.
playoffs this year, and you'll flip 4 in a series.
No, I'm not a Tim Wilcher. I'm doing that in the playoffs. So.
Shots.
And I'm sorry, I won't have Colin Peters on my team this time. So I'm pretty sure that guy who said he played baseball is never coming back to this league
I
again.
thought Colin was a big addition for you guys.
Oh, totally.
Big 5-tool player.
Him and his lowest salary ever in Leroy. And Sam Grimala.
I really think I
and
need to
Warren
extend
Ashby
an olive
played.
branch to Jake Olthoff.
You do. It's time to
Time to bury the
Heal it.
hatchet or bury the cell phone. Can I make one more bold prediction?
No. Okay, go ahead.
Arthur Reed will be on the all-rookie team.
Here we go. Will Austin make it for more or less than half the games? Absolutely less. Austin Warner.
I think Austin's taking his Asia trip this summer. We'll see him in
Who
Cambodia,
knows?
Indonesia.
He'll probably be arrested.
Does he even coach anymore? Was he on,
Stealing some
what's
watches.
he doing? Is he on a recruiting trip
Who
out there?
knows?
Who the?
Will the golf cart be fixed in time? Well, as head of the grounds committee, Sam, I hope you have a handle on that one.
That's really a personal question there.
If Sam Staal, never mind. Is Vogus going to be good or bogus?
Will Vogus be good or bogus? If Vogus chooses to throw 85 miles an hour and control
not
his
95.
pitches, he'll be very good.
Yep.
But he's still struggling to figure out how to do that. Nobody saw him hit well last year because he had a broken wrist. So he'll be better offensively.
And Matt, after the season, are we going to get more teams, stay the same, or less teams? My hope, obviously, is more or same.
I wouldn't be shocked if we held at 12. We might go more. It'll depend on if people want to reach out and get other people out here.
Yep.
So that's what it's going to come down to.
Recruitment. So that's
Invite
definitely
anybody.
what
We
gotta
had Joe
do.
Youngman out there last year.
That's true. Anything.
We may see Hank.
Anything to get people out there.
Also, this is being recorded in Hank's basement.
Oh, boy.
So be on the lookout for Hank to be making a guest appearance on Going
It's
Corn.
Hank.
Do we have any more?
Oh, I don't think so. I checked the Twitter and the other stuff, and I don't think we saw any new questions to the bag. I think it's empty for this time. It was quick after our last show, but
yeah,
we're hopefully going to start getting a more consistent, hopefully in a couple weeks here, get another podcast out right before the draft.
Yeah.
Just a little update one. Probably won't be long. This one, about 40 minutes. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts, remarks on our bold predictions?
The Cubs need a bullpen.
Yeah, well, we can go on for hours about
The Cubs need a bullpen.
Gosh.
I'm excited for the season.
Is Eloy the second coming of Jesus? Sox fans seems think so.
No.
Hat rat.
And we are, and I'm not going to. The Cubs are looking very bad right now, but at
Yes.
least I don't have to deal with the White Sox front office. Thank God.
Well, our front. Well, let's not get into that. Anyway, so it's that time.
Well, yeah.
I believe.
We're going to get a more consistent schedule out. We're going to try and do a podcast.
This is how it
every 2
always
weeks.
happens, though. We're good in the season.
Yeah.
When have you guys not noticed? A couple of years ago, around mid-season, we had a rough kind of thing.
So, yeah.
But last year, pretty sure we did a show every single week.
It was close. We
So,
may have missed a week or two, but not a ton.
well, when we compare it to our other two podcasts. So, other two podcasts in air quotes. If you could see me right now.
The Strike Zone is probably could be our best podcast, to be honest.
I mean,
If
if
they
the
actually-
Strike Zone podcast actually looks like some of the strike zones at Leroy right now. It's kind of falling off and, needs to be repaired by Grant if that's possible kind of thing. So, yeah.
If we can get the Strike Zone back, that would be a good compliment.
And
too.
the fire has been peed on.
I have no hope for the Fireside Chat.
Rain dumped
We
on
can pretty
it.
much just assume that the Fireside Chat is
The
is-
ashes are all
has
gone.
been axed. It was a good run for the
Anyway,
fireside chat.
let's stop rambling. Let's end the show there. For Caleb and myself, this has been Going Corn.
See ya.